Alright, here we go. This is a strange presence and a stifling sense of oppression. You can see that the strong are packed tightly around this place. This is the castle of the Monster Lord, or rather, the castle of the Dark God, in a world ruled by the Dark Gods. The evil god Alphys is at the back of this hierarchy. There are a lot of other cadres of the demon world waiting for you, though. This is the Dark God's castle? It is as if a torrent of power is swirling around it. And the oppressive feeling of evil. Just being in the back of the room I can feel so much power. It's not raging. It's just here. And yet, it's so oppressive that I feel like I'm holding my breath. The might of it took my breath away. No, I should be reassured that the Dark God would be on my side. With that, my role is over. I've led Alice to the end of the story. Why did you lead me in the first place? What exactly is the Monster Lord to you? The Monster Lord is the switch to the endgame. That also leads to chaos. What the hell? What do you mean? Then please go see Alice, the Dark God, properly. Don't get lost along the way. Bye-bye now. The White Rabbit disappeared. The presence of the Monster Lord is the key to the endgame? Then it's as if the existence of the Monster Lord would turn the world into chaos. That's what the White Rabbit seemed to suggest. What in the world is going on? Oh, nice! Shiva. You are the Monster Lord in charge of the Singularity World. Her Majesty Alphys the 16th, are you not? Wow, what a powerful demon! Shiva is a top-level demon species that existed in ancient times. I too had only seen it in ancient documents. Anyway, I'm indeed Alphys the 16th. It seems that my visit has already been reported. Her Majesty and the Destroyer arrived with the White Rabbit. We all heard this through the Dark One. We welcome you with open arms. And of course, I've got plenty to spare. Thank you for your decision to fight with us. Then take me to the Dark God Alphys. Of course, I intend to. Please, right this way. Hey, Alice? Don't you think your attitude is a little rude? The Dark God is the origin of all monsters, right? Isn't she far above a Monster Lord? As I recall, the Dark God was also the first Monster Lord. From Alice's point of view, the Dark God is supposed to be above even the clouds. Luca, I am now the representative of our world. If I were to do so poorly, our entire world would be disrespected. Besides, the Dark God and us are allies. We never descended as vassals. The Dark God must be the one who understands reason. We must understand their position as well. In other words, we agreed to fight together. That doesn't mean we're inferior. What a diplomatic way of doing things. It's going to be a lot of work. I think I'll just stay in the back and stay small. Well then, please wait here. The Dark God will be here soon. Thank you for your efforts. Well then... Finally, an audience with the Dark God. I'm nervous, even though it's with an ally. I never thought I would be able to meet the Dark God. My heart is pounding with excitement at the sight of them. Oops, I can't get carried away. As ruler of our world, I must refrain from behaving in an undignified manner. Ruler of the Singularity World and daughter of the former ruler, Alphys the 15th, the current ruler, Alphys the 16th. I am pleased to meet you. There we go. First time we're getting a full view of her. I am Alphys, the incarnation of the primordial darkness taken form, the master of darkness. You are the Dark Goddess! Her majesty and weight seemed to crush my whole body. The oppressive feeling until now made it hard to breathe and gave me a shiver of goosebumps. She's displaying no hostility at all and is very soft, and yet this oppressive feeling, how terrifying would it be to make an enemy of her? So majestic looking. My goodness. Nice to meet you. I'm Alphys the 16th, the Monster Lord of the Singularity World. The ruler of this world, Dark God Alphys. I have personally come here to confirm our future alliance. Yes, I know what you mean. Your mother met me here like this. Mother? Alphys the 15th? First, let's talk about the understanding of your mother, who was the Demon King, suddenly disappeared when you were a young child. Yes, that's right. After search, she was not discovered, and I succeeded at the throne of Monster Lord. But in recent years, she reappeared. She made me look like this and rejected me, and I have returned to the Monster Lord throne yet again. The series of actions seem unreasonable, but there is a reason for it. On the night of her disappearance, the White Rabbit appeared in her bed. The White Rabbit took her to see another world. So, that day, Mother was closely connected to the White Rabbit. Therefore, Okay. She was led by the White Rabbit and saw various other worlds. The end of other worlds being swallowed up by chaos and disappearing. The last days of another world. We too were led by the White Rabbit and shown the last days of another world. After seeing what we saw, there was only one path we could take. And then the 15th was led to me. We had an audience in this very place, just as you are. We agreed on one thing. We must avoid destruction at all costs. The only way to achieve this is through the reunification plan. We have considered every possible means, but this is the only way to save everyone. Of course, there was anguish with the 15th. For the sake of this plan, she had to kill all inhabitants of her world. But that was all in order to save their souls, even if their body is destroyed. As long as the soul remains, the body can be prepared in our world. The 15th made up her mind and became an ally of ours. And she returned to her own world to become an atrocious slaughterer. Mother. However, there was a discrepancy in time. There was a gap in time between when she disappeared and when she returned. When the 15th returned, she found that her daughter had grown and ascended the throne of Monster Lord. But she didn't want her daughter involved with such an atrocious scheme. Therefore, the 15th made you helpless with the help of White Rabbit. Then she took away the throne of Monster Lord and kicked you out of the kingdom. For the most part, it's as we've heard in our previous trip. After all, Alice's mother did not want her daughter to be involved with such a scheme, and she didn't... yeah. But while the 15th kept her daughter away from her, she also expected her own death. In the first place, in the canonical history, she was defeated by a hero. If that happens, the only person who could take over and carry out our plan is her daughter, the 16th. She wanted to keep her beloved daughter away so much, but in the end, you must take over. Do you understand the anguish that brought her? Yes, I finally understand my mother's suffering. That is why I'll save the world from destruction. As my mother's daughter, and as the 16th Monster Lord. You are indeed my descendant and successor, my friend and ally. From now on, we will face our difficulties together, hand in hand. On that note, let us start with this. Huh? In a moment of silence, the dark god Alphys looks somewhere far away. Dark Goddess, what's happening? Northwest of Grand Noah. It's pretty big. Ah, yes, Taurus Rift. Oh, you look neat. Gull Fox, huh? Dark God, Sama. I have a report from Grand Noah. A large-scale dimensional crack has appeared at the northwest point. I know. I sensed it. I will deal with it immediately. Stand back. Yes. What's going on? What's happening? You have learned that all worlds are being eroded by chaos. This world, too, is being eroded by chaos. The further the course of history moves away from the canonical history, the more intense the erosion of chaos. You should know that well. Yes. This world is a world that has deviated greatly from the original, with our victory in the Holy Demon Wars. Therefore, the erosion of chaos is also intensifying. Even now, dimensional cracks have appeared around Grand Noah. How is such a thing as automatically generated? This world must be at its end. There is only one way to hold back the erosion of chaos, and that is... Back up! Back up! The Dark God's seal is coming! Oh, that's an interesting looking face. Wait and see! Evasive maneuvering! Time! Freeze! You froze time of the surrounding area. Surely the erosion won't spread. This, I think, just like at Ilia's temple in our world. That's right. I know what happened in the Singularity world. That's how I'm dealing with it. But it takes an enormous amount of magical power to freeze time. Even with the power of a god, it won't last long enough. That's true. It doesn't last long. And it can only be held in place. It will not disappear. So it's only buying time. It doesn't seem like a fundamental solution to the problem. There are currently 32 dimensional cracks that have appeared in our world. All of them are frozen in time by my magical power. 32? No matter how much magic you have, surely it's not enough. In the current situation, there are only 3 months until my magic power runs out. By then, we must take drastic measures. Only 3 months, huh? The Goddess world had, what, 6? We have been working on this for some time now, and after much research, we have found a silver lining. As expected of the Dark God. What is the silver lining? I'm sorry, but I'll keep it under wraps for now. Let's just say that the reunification plan is the main focus. If the Dark God says so, I have no choice but to believe them. That's a little too trusting, isn't it? I mean, you just met her. I mean, not that you have much choice, but still. A secret plan that they can't reveal yet. We can't force them here now, can we? The greatest obstacle at hand is the otherworldly army led by the goddess. It is a world full of arrogance and deceit, called the Celestial Realm. Their remedy and ours are at conflict. One will inevitably perish, and one will inevitably remain. No, it is entirely possible that you both perish. In other words, the second Holy Demon War is inevitable. Our world must join hands with you to defeat the heavens. Of course, I am prepared for as much. Now, let's hear some concrete measures for the future. We are at a great disadvantage in our fight against the heavens. The army of the goddess is capable of almost unlimited space-time travel. In comparison, our space-time transfer technology is far behind. We can only transfer one-sidedly using a soul, like with Lilith and her friends. Even Tamamo, the most skilled magician in this world, can only temporarily transfer entities for just a few minutes. On the other hand, the heavenly world is free to appear and return by space-time transfer. Certainly, this is a significant disadvantage. Even in the previous battle at the Monster Lord's castle, the heavenly realm forwarded a suppression force. Moreover, even the main body of Rafaela appeared. How in the world did the technology become so different? How did the heavens get advanced space-time transfer technology? The heavens had a core that did not exist in our world. All differences arise from that. But the difference will now be overturned by your power, Luca, the destroyer of worlds. Me? You have the ability to open the door to space-time. In other words, you can invade the heavens, which have been inaccessible until now. But Luca has powers to open the doors to other worlds. He can't transfer an army-sized number of people. Unless we load them all up in the pocket castle and take that. A few people at a time. And even if they go through the door, the path is limited, they'll be crushed by an ambush. Right, it is just as you say. Therefore, we cannot send an army to the heavenly realm. We have no choice but to infiltrate a small elite force and conduct guerrilla warfare. Well, I expected as such. You want us to take on that role, don't you? Yes, you are quick to understand. Only you can do this. We? To the heavens? Of course, we will give our utmost support. For us too, this is a battle of destiny. First, be accompanied by my elites, the 3 Lilith sisters. Those aren't exactly your elites. Those are a step below your elites. Your elites are the 6 ancestors. Yes, we're here. Oh, you guys, you're safe! We managed to escape, but the Monster Lord's castle has been overrun by the Celestial Army. Your forces are in an absolute state of disunity. It looks like most of them have retreated, but we haven't learned of what happened to the 4 Heavenly Knights yet. Tamamo, Helma Elma, and Arrow Betty were decoys to help their own troops escape. The opponent is Rafaela, the three high angels, and several artificial demons. It was an all-out attack, and their whereabouts are unknown. It's a hopeless situation for sure, but I believe in them. I'm sure they'll come back alive. Speaking of which, what happened to Sun Wukong and the stupid duo? It seems they turned for the enemy's side and lent us their aid. I was getting beat up pretty bad back there. We couldn't afford to help them either. She could have been captured or lost her life. I hope she's safe. Lilith, Astaroth, Morrigan, you may all join the world and join the 16th and Luca. Of course, we understand. So, we'll be allies from now on. Nice to meet you. It's reassuring to know that you guys will be joining us. Unlike being friends temporarily until now, from now on we are real comrades. Let us work together. Also, I've recovered the power that was stolen by that XX-type apoptosis. From now on, I'll be rampaging around at full power! Oh. Well then, we'll be in your care. I'm gonna have to rearrange my party. Everything's all messed up. I don't know who's who. I don't recognize the characters. It's been too long. Well, we'll deal with that later. Well then, Tamamo, come here. As you wish, Dark Goddess. Well, Luca and the Monster Lord. This is the first time we have met in person. Tamamo, you took care of us in Grand Gold. The whole affair was to make the history conform with the correct history. It's not like I was doing something evil. You seem to be having a lot of fun with what you were doing. There's no difference. But, are you prepared to let bygones be bygones over such a dispute? You chose to stand on the side of the Dark Goddess with determination. You're not going to say now that you don't like the way we do things, do you? It's certainly unpleasant, but I'll accept it. As long as we save the world, we can't choose our means. Don't be so agitated, Tamamo. As I have said before, I entrust you with the support of the world. I understand. I'm the only one of the 6 ancestors who can contact other worlds. As you have seen in Grand Gold, it is possible to influence with magic. It will be a great help in infiltrating the heavenly realm. So Grand Gold's rule was also an experiment. Anyway, we'll be in your care. I'll do my best to help. I, the Dark God's sword, will do my best. Now, as I was saying, we do not have the technology to transfer space-time to the heavens. So, I'm going to ask you to go to the heavens through Tartarus. A Tartarus leading to the heavens? Perhaps Esta? That's right. That Tartarus is the path that leads to the heavens. We didn't have a way to get in, so we had to put it on hold. May I have a word about that? It appears that you can now enter the Esta Tartarus. What do you mean? The Queen of Granola was considering measures to get in there, and they're finally coming to fruition. But it is a wild and dangerous thing. You shall get into Tartarus by boarding a large steamboat. I understand the risk, but if there is a way to open the way, then we have no choice but to go. Now, it looks like we'll be able to enter Tartarus and Esta. We'll have to give our thanks to the Queen of Granola, right? And beyond Esta's Tartarus is the Heavenly Realm. A world ruled by the goddess Ilias. We've been drawn there once before. It seems like the measures have been finalized. After infiltrating the Heavenly Realm, Tamamo has a variety of secret plans. I hope you feel like you're on a big trip. Let's stir up the heavens with our plans. Just like Tamamo, who I trust, you must be very wise. I'm looking forward to seeing your leadership skills. We can only provide this level of support for now, but we will send further reinforcements as the war progresses. The Sasabe is eager to master the art of space-time transfer. Well, Saja is eager to master the art of space-time transfer. We are following in her footsteps, but it should be possible to transfer entities in a matter of minutes. And we have a trump card as well. If we can complete it, we can take the whole heavenly world with us at once. We have a vision, but we need more time. But I don't think Ilias will sit idly by and watch. If Ilias makes the first move with a major offensive by the celestial world, with its superior space-time transfer technology, it'll be inevitable. Before that happens, we need you and your team to be active. If we can make 1 or 2 enemy cities fall, it'll slow down the start of the heavenly side. Well, we know what we have to do. We will infiltrate the enemy territory in small numbers and rampage to the utmost. After all, it won't be like we're not the same as before. So now my club is going to roar in the heavens! Let's just forget the fact that I am a priestess in service of the goddess. Well, not anymore, I guess. Now we got it all figured out. We're going to be the point men for a raid on the heavens. Well, that's all I have to say, but you have something that your mother has entrusted to me. I have something that your mother has entrusted to me. From Mother? What is it? The 15th's plan deprived you of your power, and you have become small. The power that was stolen from you. The 15th entrusted it with me. What? The 15th must have expected this to happen. She asked me to return the power to her daughter in the event of her death. Here it comes! The aura of darkness condensed in the hand of the Dark God. That was Alice's true power. On behalf of your mother, I return the power to you. Now, regain your true power. The power of my body. There she is! She's finally back! It's been so long! Our girl Alice is back in true form! You know, in comparison, the Ilias side kind of gave some shit gifts. We didn't get any new companions. We didn't get any upgrade to Ilias's form. This is some bullshit. So this is Alice's true form. In addition to my original strength, I've had many fierce battles in my smaller form. I'm definitely stronger than I was before my power was taken away from me. And that's saying something. And you, Monster Lord, take this, a token from your mother. Bloody Rose obtained. This is my mother's favorite sword. You are worthy to have it. The spirit of your predecessor king will be with you. Thank you, Your Majesty Alphys. Now I can fight alongside my mother. And to you, Luca, destroyer of worlds, I baptize you with darkness from me. A baptism of darkness? Is that safe? A baptism of darkness, it sounds bad. I wonder if I will lose my sanity by casually accepting it. Don't worry. There's no such thing as a dark heart. I'll only give you the power that is lost in your world. Be sure to receive it, my baptism. This is... Luca became a dark hero. This is the power of darkness. And I will give you the Dark Ball, which is a condensed version of my power. With this, you should be able to work in the highest position of Dark Heroes and the royalty system. Got a piece of darkness. In addition, I am lifting the ban on sealed professions, which are even higher than the highest professions. Got a sealed ball of darkness. This is... Huh? Sealed job? I've unlocked some of them with my own hands. I mean, there are jobs which I sealed away with my own power. I have lifted the seal on some of them. Mainly, you should be able to use mage-type sealed positions. That's the best I can offer right now. Yes, thank you! I became a dark hero, and I also had some of the sealed professions lifted. I'll check the new professions at the Ilias Temple later. Oh, Luca, destroyer of worlds, take your power with you and fight against the dark god. Fight against the goddess Ilias. Thanks, but why are you calling me the destroyer of worlds? That is, with the 15th, with the white rabbit who saw many different worlds, said. In the midst of it, the 15th saw the possibility of the future. What she saw was the image of Luca turned into a destroyer. With your my power, you destroy many other worlds. With that, you save this one. Destroy other worlds and save this one? What the hell? That's me? Destroying another world? Of course, you don't have that much power right now. I think they are still missing something. To gain the power to destroy worlds. To gain the power of the 8 colors and become the destroyer of world. That's what the white rabbit said. The power of 8 colors? What the heck is that? It seems that you are an important key in the heavenly realm as well. I don't know what that role is, but I do know that you are an important. It seems like you are It seems like you're skirting the core of the issue, Dark God. How can Luca's destruction lead to saving the world? How can Luca causing destruction save the world? The future is only a possibility shown to me in a vision. I cannot say for sure. But it is a fact that such a future exists. Therefore, we have no choice but to rely on you. Me? With that, I have a feeling that the battle with the goddess will lead you to your destiny. Destroyer of worlds. Will I become such a being in the future? Well, that's alright. I have more important things to do in the immediate future. But don't bother fussing over it while you don't know anything yet. If it's a fate you don't like, kick it to the curb! Well, if you say so. Then, Luca, we shall ride into the world of the goddess Ilias. To do so, we must first pass through Estus Taurus. Alright, let's go! You seem to have plenty of fighting spirit. I'll leave the rest to you. 16th and Luca. 16th and World Destroyer Luca. Let's seize victory together. The Dark God Alphys disappeared. At the same time, the intense pressure is gone. Whew. That was a lot of pressure to choke under. That much pressure just by her presence. That's the quintessential dark god. It's been a long time since I've been back in the demon realm. By the way, hey, why don't we go back to San Ilya and relax? Since we're here, let's show Luca and his friends the sights of the demon world. The botanical gardens of Grand Gold are a bit of a bad image. How about the under... just glossing over that, huh? We know that some terrible things happen in the botanical gardens of Grand Gold. How about the underwater city of Grand Noah? It's so beautiful. Morrigan, we don't have time for sightseeing. Have you forgotten we have a mission? Sorry. But can I at least say hi to everyone at the Dark Castle, right? There are some familiar faces there. Fine, but don't take too long. I'm going to have a quick chat with the people around here, and then we'll head to Esta immediately. But how do we get back to our world? We were sent to this one via White Rabbit. Again, forgetting that Luca can just teleport there with harpy feathers. Remember what we've done so far. If Luca is here, he should be able to get back with a movement item or magic. Right, Luca? Eh? Oh, so I can use movement items and magic. Don't worry. I heard you correctly. You seem to be daydreaming. Sorry. I'm going to be the one to destroy the world. That's something I can't stop thinking about. I can't stop thinking about it. From now on, we will ride into the heavenly realm, the enemy stronghold. Well, let's head to Esta. Yeah! Yes, I have prepared some supplies for you. They're in the castle, so come and receive them. I suggest you say hello to the others as well. You can also get useful supplies and information. I see. We'll have to talk to others on this floor. All of them are the strongest in the demon world. It's a little awkward to casually say hello to them, but they are the comrades who will be fighting the heavenly army together from now on. Let's hear from everyone as much as we can. And when we are done talking, we'll head to Esta, through Taurus and into the heavens.